It was a great honour really to be shortlisted for the Northwest Leadership Academy Leadership Award, and I was very happy to be so, and it sort of helped with my confidence that I was on the right trajectory, and also I had to find out who'd nominated me as well, which was quite interesting. Saying you put me forward, and it was good to sort of be in a situation where my own self-assessment of where I was supported by somebody else within the organisation who I regard quite highly. So it was very good. I was very happy. I always say, awards don't matter, and it's not the way you do it. But when you've been put in a finalist category, you get that competitive sort of urge. You think, I wonder if I've won. So it was there, and it wasn't disappointing at all not to win, because getting into the sort of final category of 3 was really good. And I think the category I was in, it's sort of, I'd like to think of myself as an innovator, and to be in that innovative leaders category was really flattering. And it was sort of all the categories, it would be the one that I'd like to be considered. I was at one of our protected learning events, and one of the sort of attendees, who was from 5 boroughs, he's a nurse specialist in sort of dual diagnosis for psychiatric patients. He'd also been nominated, and came up and said, "Oh, congratulations on being a finalist." And so it was quite interesting that people outside of our direct organisations are aware of it, and this was some time after. So I think it would be helpful in sort of giving some credibility outside as well, saying, look, I've been through this process, and also I've been regarded worthy of finalist status in the Northwest for this category. So it's given me some confidence, and hopefully will give other people confidence that I can do a good job. Because of that lack of clarity, new roles for everybody, taking on new things, submitting somebody and having good reasons why you've done that, I don't think there's any negative to that at all, and it's a minimal investment in time, and I think you sort of build up an impression of how you're doing at something when you're going along, and you think, well, I've tried to be inclusive, we've tried to be creative, we're trying to create a different type of organisation that empowers people and enables people. And I think I'm doing a good job at doing that. And to read that sort of self-perception paraphrased in the nomination was really powerful, because it sort of, on the one hand, confirms that I'm on the right track in what I think I need to do and what I'm doing, but also it means I'm not deluded, which is quite nice to know. It's a good start, and I think we can do more and communicate those sort of principles to everybody, because it's our NHS as the sort of providers and patients. So we should celebrate where things go well, and do that as publicly and as loudly as possible, I think, because there's a lot of press that gets generated on the things that we don't do well, and could do better, and or improvement opportunities, if you like. And that can be demoralising for frontline staff, and also affect patient confidence. So having those messages that, well, there are people out there who are trying to excel and doing a good job, is really powerful. I think it's a leadership sort of academy. Northwest Leadership Academy is the most mature in the country. It's got a long history. It's been well run, provides excellent resources, been really supportive of local clinicians in the development needs. So it's an excellent organisation, and I think that makes them important. Regionality aside, I think the credibility of the organisation that's running the awards makes them important. And I know that things are tough for the Leadership Academy, with all the changes that are going on, and how where the funding will come for them to continue their excellent work in the future. And it needs to carry on, in my opinion, because it would be a crime to waste all that progress and what is an exemplar sort of training service. The national models have been based off what has happened in the Northwest. and the North West Leadership Academy do it well, so it needs to carry on.